England's first team, Nottingham County's own. Scored any goals this season?
No.
So, well, what position do you play?
Centre back. Centre half, yeah.
Excellent. And just let me know, how did you get into football?
I started playing when I was really young, about 10 years old, just local. And I carried on playing local till I was like 16. Played for Alfred Town Juniors. I've been on trial at Forest and Nottz when I was younger, but I didn't go. And luckily, when I was 16, I got a chance to come here and sign a youth team contract. Did my 2 years, and now in the second year as a professional.
Excellent, excellent. So, would you ever play football abroad?
Never really thought of it, to be honest, but yeah, I wouldn't mind the experience, to be fair. Yeah, never really actually thought about it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Apart from the language barrier, why do you think most English players don't play abroad?
I think the way we're used to playing football here, the English way, isn't it? I think it's probably the best. I see a lot of players from abroad come over here to play. So I think we've got the best standard of football over here. So I think people want to play at the best level, don't they?
Do you feel that the academy players have been given enough amount of experience to go and get into the first team?
Yeah, I think we get a good chance, to be fair. Obviously, depending which gaffer you get. The gaffer is to be good. He involves us a lot. He's brilliant. And the youth team player got on Saturday. Got 20 minutes, and he's not even a professional yet. So that gives every other lad, all the lads, a bit of boost, doesn't it? You know.
Now Lee Hughes is going to chase that, and he's away from Amaya. Big moment this. Hughes! Notts County have the lead, and it's their main man, Lee Hughes.
You think the English players behind many nations when it comes down to technical ability?
I think we are, if you look at the Spanish and that, but that's their best, you know. Maybe our second division is better than their second division. I'm not too sure, obviously I don't know too much about their football, but I don't know. The Spanish are actually an exception, aren't they? They are very technically good.
But then you find even with other nations, and if you do get to watch the England games now, you're going to see that they keep hold of the ball and they pass it, and they're quite technical in the way they play, compared to if you want to use the England team as the national standard.
Yeah, but I still regard the England side as one of the best in the world. I do personally. Okay. Whoever they play, I'm more confident that they'll win. So, but it's a bit stereotypical, isn't it? The English way is the long ball, you know. But
okay, we hear so much about top English players, and every time we've gone to recent tournaments, like you said, you're confident that they can win, but to see that they struggle either quarterfinals or get knocked out. Don't want to talk about penalties again, but they tend to struggle and there's no kind of like plan B. So though they're not doing long ball anymore, there just doesn't seem to be that.
Yeah. Hey, if I knew the answer to that, I'd be the England manager, wouldn't I?
It's like your
yeah,
coaches.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we're not taught over here. We're not taught that way, are we? When we're young, to play football from the back. You know, you see a lot of Sunday league managers say, "Go on, hit it forward," don't you? I don't think they do that in Spain, do they? They actually try and play football.
What's your opinion on what people say about the English Premier League? I know you said before that it was you feel that England has the top marks still in the world, but what's your opinion on the English Premier League?
It's the best league in the world. That's why I say a lot of people from abroad come over to it. I think everyone wants to play in the Premier League. I think it's the best in the world. I think it's every young lad in this country's dream to play in the Premier League. I think as well as lads from other countries as well, they want to play in the Premier League.
But if you look at it recently, obviously there's lots of foreign nationals, if you want to say, playing in the Premier League. So where does that leave the growth for people like yourself?
That's a massive
English
problem.
talent to go
I
in.
agree with you. Yeah, that is a massive problem. But that's why English lads have got to be as good. Do you know what I mean? The clubs are only going to take who's better, aren't they? You know, English lads have got to step up to it.
Okay. Next one. Do you think footballers are overpaid?
Well, I'm certainly not. I think a lot of people say they are, but I think, hey, if someone offers you that money, you're going to take it, aren't you? You know, if they can earn it, they're not going to turn it down, are they? You know, they work hard for it. So people say footballers got it easy. I don't think they have. Day in, day out, I don't think it is easy.
That's true, but if you think about it, a lot of the fans, because if not for the fans, then they kind of would not be football. If you think about it, I mean, we could all play when we were young, we'd play without fans being there. It would almost be like playing in the park. But with the way football is set up in the professional leagues, it's down to the paying supporters lending it the support. So, if some of that money that was being used to pay people like yourself, and obviously, like I said, you're not people like your Frank Lampard getting paid as much as them, but if it was kind of shared around so that the supporters could afford more, then maybe you start seeing a bit more full grounds again. What do you reckon? Well, it's not that simple.
It is not, no, yeah. I understand what you're saying, sort of. But I say, if footballers deserve that money, do you know? I think they work hard day in, day out. And if they're going to get off their back, they're going to take it, aren't they? You know?
That leads me on to my last question. As a professional, you just tell us a little bit about the kind of training that you do go through, because I know it's quite rigorous and it's quite some intense stuff as a professional athlete.
Yeah, well, you've got to train your body for the Saturday afternoon, first and foremost, don't you? And no matter how hard it's going to be on a Saturday, that's what you've got to get prepared for in the week. So, but it's day in, day out. Every day you train, and you train at a good tempo, you know. So,
well, that's it for this morning. We've been with Hayden Hollis. He's been an excellent young man, and all the best for the season.
cheers. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you. Cheers.